Hello, I would like to talk to you today about the stone known as Labradorite. I don't have my pieces of Labradorite with me, one of them being a beautiful tumbled love heart. It's got a lovely story in it, and another one being a slightly smaller piece from a dear brother. However, I do have my crystal book here, so you can see what it usually looks like there. There's obviously a couple of other varieties of the stone as well, but I'm mostly going to be focusing on this version of the stone. And it's often found in places like Madagascar, Italy, Greenland, Finland, Scandinavian countries, Canada, and also Russia. Now, in the sense of how fast the stone would move of vibration, is another way to describe it. It is considered to be quite high. It vibrates at quite a high rate. Now, when working with the stone and considering the physiology of the body, it's often used for the brain, the eyes, and the metabolic and hormonal systems within the body. And when we are working with Labradorite and particular areas of the chakras, the energy lines, it's often used for the what we call the third eye, the throat, and the higher heart of the body as well. When you are cleansing the stone, it's not recommended that you cleanse it in water. However, most other cleansing techniques are safe for the stone and for yourself when you need to engage in that activity. And the planets that this stone is often associated with is Uranus and Pluto, and some people work with it during particular Venus cycles as well. Now, the name Labradorite comes from a place in Canada called Labrador, and it can be referred to as the stone of magic and the Aurora Borealis gemstone. And there is an Inuit legend story that talks about how the Northern Lights were trapped within the stone waiting to be released into the sky. Now, I also just want to mention that legend and what I've just shared then is very much a surface level to the wisdoms that could be shared within that story. However, it's a very sweet story, and you are welcome to obviously contact, or if you have contact with those peoples, to discover and remember more of that story with them. Now, the types of situations that people would often use Labradorite for are things like transformation, new beginnings, protection, eliminating emotional pain and relieving the weight of responsibility, contemplation, introspection, recalling experiences from a range of realms, as I would call them. It can also be obviously good with communication, definitely with this area of the body and what it works with. And it can also be good with intuition, hence why people often will work with it with their third eye. Now, the types of peoples throughout many civilizations that would use this kind of stone would be what we may call them today as shamans, magicians, and light workers. However, you don't need to be tightly fitting into a particular sort of category or label to work with this stone if you wish to. I've talked about this before, and I'd like to remind us all again, you can also work with these stones, not necessarily by actually obtaining them or going out of your way to purchase them. As we know, extracting minerals from the earth is not always the most environmentally and also ethical activity to be engaging in. So you can work with things like Labradorite through, books, obviously, pictures, art, photography, visualization as well. So, and another good reminder is that these stones, gemstones, don't necessarily provide us with anything additional to what we already have that just can help us with unlocking what is already residing within us, and we might need a bit of fine-tuning and recognition that that's there. So yes, that is a little summary of Labradorite. If you have a particular mineral or stone that you would like me to share upon, you can also leave a comment in the comment section down below, or you can contact me through various other social media platforms, which are also in the description below. And I will see you soon.